Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Good morning, Ben. Happy Monday marketing to you.
Marketing Monday. I love Marketing Monday.
I know you do. This is your favorite day of the week, man.
Yeah, it's Monday. We had the weekend off. How was your weekend? You had a good weekend?
You know what? We had a really good weekend. Saturday was my anniversary with my wife, 11 years. I made it. She hasn't killed me yet. Woo woo. Just kidding. My wife is my rock. She is everything. So I had to actually work a little bit on Saturday, but Sunday we went and we took a hike out in the city out by the zip lines. I don't know if you've ever been there. The first time I was up there, really cool out by, there's a Boulder City little train out there. Just past that is where the zip lines are out, just up the hill. It was really cool.
Nice right now just to get out of the house, walks. We've been doing that. We're getting cooped up, so the family needs to go out and do things. And we realized it's just a matter of just and we also get to realize the time that we get to spend. If we're not even going out and spending money. There's no Disneyland. There's no restaurants we're going to, but we're able to just hang out and walk and enjoy our time together. That's what's. I guess we have to look at the positive side of things right now, right? We have
to. Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you're watching us right now, guys, I just wanted to. I was talking to Matt. We always have a little conversation before our live. And he says, what do you want to talk about? And I said, hey, one of the things we want to leave with you guys this morning and everyone this morning is that, there's a lot of challenges going on, right? There's a lot of things on people's minds, anxieties, stresses. I was looking at a couple articles out there. They're talking about how many people are looking into working into a home business or trying to start their own business because a lot of people are not working, especially on the Las Vegas Strip. I mean, the whole Las Vegas Strip is shut down. I couldn't tell you the numbers right now for how many people work on the Strip and how many people are not working. I'm not going to know the numbers on that. I couldn't tell you that. But I do know that a lot of these people are out there wanting to start their own business. A lot of the people are starting off, they want to start implement their ideas because now the stress is there, right? Now the pressure is there. Now they have to take action because there's no income coming in, right? There's nothing, or there's very little income coming in. So now it's like, okay, what do I do? A lot of people are now looking at home business. If it's multi-level marketing, they're going to probably want to say, hey, maybe real estate. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you the direction. But what we can tell you, Maddie and I, we can tell you is that we're going to be there to support and encourage you. We're going to give you little tidbits here and there to help you accelerate the pace that you're at. If it's like from your business page, from posting to communication to conversation. Things to avoid, man, things not to deal with. And one of the things I explained to somebody, I had a conversation on the phone over the weekend is, hey, you can all of a sudden you can get your Facebook page going, you can get your Instagram page going, you can have everything ready to go. And let's say you do have a customer or a client or somebody that's asking for your business. Now you have to speak to them on the phone. Now you have to send them a text. Now that you have to use the technology or FaceTime or something to have a conversation with them. And if you don't know how to do that, or if you're not practicing that, if you're not on the ball of things, taking accountability for yourself,
right,
you're going to fail. And everyone fails. We've all failed. We've all messed up sales, right? We've all done that. Or whatever it is, we've all messed up. The thing is, though, that's not, you shouldn't be discouraged from that. You should be
practicing. That's exactly. If you're not winning, you're learning.
Exactly. So you guys, if you're watching us live, we're here to help you out. We could be pitching our business. Matt can say, okay, I'm Maddie. I'm gonna come buy a home for me. I can say I'm Ben. I'm buy phone sites. I'm not even doing any of that. We're not. We talk about that because that's the products that we're involved in and we're using it. But I'm not out there pitching it every. I rarely even do lives. You even do lives on the group when you do live. We're out there trying to give a positive message, and we're trying to help you out. So that's the reason why we're here, because I understand the struggles. Matt understands the struggles.
Totally. And we've had a lot of people reach out to us privately in the messages. Just saying, hey, we had a couple questions about this, or not sure of that, or we practice what we preach. You know, Ben and I both live in the comments. You know, yes, we do our postings, you know, that we want the information to get out, whether it's our personal or business or whatever, but we also want to be in the comments and talking to people and supporting them and seeing what challenges they're having and helping to promote everybody. You know, that's really the goal. And that's why we put it on this platform. Instead of having private conversations, we're able to do it here and share these experiences with you.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things we did realize when me and Matt sit together is we exchange a lot of information. We're like, okay, great. Or things come into, you know, that's the thing you need to have is you need to have a conversation with someone. That's why I love waking up in the morning. And this is kind of like we're constantly training. We have to be training or how do you say, just trying to get information.
Keep it right.
Exactly. So one of the things you can be doing is you can be listening to podcasts. You can be watching all the YouTube videos. You can be reading Instagram posts or whatever. That's okay. But you have to have the conversation. You have to hear it from real people that are talking. And Matt and I are just two regular people that I believe Matt is an expert at what he's doing. And I believe I'm an expert at what I'm doing because all the years of experience we didn't just start yesterday and say, okay, let's do this, right? This came from us, from all of our years of experience, all our trainings, all of our lives. And all of a sudden we're like, man, like we're here, we're alive, we're able to provide for our family, we're able to do this. And I don't know how I got here, truthfully, man. I wake up every morning.
Lumps, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, man, I don't know, because I always tell people I wasn't that guy. I had struggles in high school. I had challenges in life. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon. I was lucky. I had a plastic spoon, man. Like I had
you had the sport. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I grew up on free lunch. So, you know, the thing what I'm trying to tell people is that we're here to help you, to encourage you, and hopefully the messages that Matt and I are the information that we're sharing with you is helping you out. And please let us know, guys, what we're, you know, like in the comments, have a conversation with us.
Right.
And give us a DM, right? We respond to all our DMs. We have conversations with you guys. I know we're busy, but we'll get to it. So.
And I enjoy that. You know, I like to help. I know Ben does too. And, you know, we ask to just reach out to us. Let us know if it's something that, you know, there's something in the comments the other day. Somebody's, you know, scared of, public speaking. We just happened to do an interview, which was fire with your brother, man. That was amazing, talking about Toastmasters. So it was amazing how that had happened that day. You know, that was nothing planned. I didn't know Daniel was coming on. And I'm not going to call you out on camera who was asking about that. I don't even know if I can remember right off. But, you know, that's why these things are so important. I was driving around in an F-150 with a stick shift all through Southern California trying to learn these things. I didn't know how have somebody that I could trust. And hopefully we've earned your trust from you, just saying, hey, these are the things you should avoid. And these are the things you should pay attention to and try these things out. I didn't have any of that. And that's really what I think of as this is an outlet. So interact with us. Let me know what we can do to help you. Because I have something I wanted to bring up to Ben today that he could help me with.
Go ahead, man.
Once this is done.
Okay, so
we're done yet. I wanted to put a question in before this was over.
Okay.
Now?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Well, we talk about, you know, people that are struggling, people that are trying to get their message out. So I have a seminar coming up, a webinar. Obviously, we can't be in person. So the question would be, what's the best way to get that type of message out? So you're doing an in-person event, or you're doing in this case, we're doing a webinar. You know, I have my business page and I'm doing some Facebook marketing. But hey, that's my question on over the weekend. That's all I did was, you know, I had my time with my family, but I really wanted to put some ads out, put some content together, put a video out. Let me ask you what you would do, or is there some kind of plan that you could, if somebody's watching us, that you would say, hey, these are the things, these are the first steps I'm going to do?
Sure. You know, what's funny is I was going to ask you the same question, man. That's crazy.
Well, then let's brainstorm it out.
Crazy. I was going to say, what is the, if let's say, for example, one of the first steps you're going to do to let's say I'm going to start a business, right? You're going to start something.
Right.
I'm going to start with the Facebook business page, right?
Everything starts at the business page, always.
It starts with the Facebook business page, and I started with the Facebook business page when there's there's always the cool thing about social media, Facebook and Instagram, is I believe they're always updating their platform, right? They're changing,
innovating all the time.
You're trying to improve, and sometimes you're like, oh, I wish I never have done that. But and Facebook does have they do have the extra app on their Facebook, the Business Manager. You can download that, but you don't need to. I've tested that out. Now, one of the things that Facebook has just recently done, and this is actually the best thing so far, is they allow you, before, I don't know why they took this away before, because you were able to navigate through your own Facebook business page, but now you can go as your Facebook business page and just like another profile, and you can like other business pages very easily, much easier before than it was through your Facebook business page. And I just liked your page on from my
I saw that. Yeah.
Saw that, right?
Yep.
That is a great way to network, and that's a great way to go out and start introducing yourself, right? Because people will follow you back. It wasn't as easy as it was before. I don't know why, but now you can go on there's a little option where you can go in and goes and they're coaching you through it, which is really, really nice. There's a feature if I use iPhone.
Mm-hmm. Yep, me too.
Yeah, so I have the app, so there's a little navigation system. So find things that are relevant to your business. So if you are in the cleaning business, right? You want to you want to find realtors, find people with not so many people, not with thousands of people, but find people that are locally. People are always trying to push their business page and like their
collaboration. People like that, and that helps broaden your audience.
A lot of collaboration, and you have to find, and of course, it's not going to be forever because a lot of people disappear. I've noticed that before. So just you always have to always keep your eyes open, right? Yep. It's like my dad used to say to me, it's like we have a business. This is the car is the wheel, right? The wheel is the business, right? And what do you always say? Keep your eyes open, keep your eyes on the road, right? That's what your dad, keep your eyes on the road. And that's what
analogy.
Yeah. You have to keep road, and you always have to keep driving your business. That's where it comes from. How are you driving your business? So start learning how to handle the wheel, and always keep your eyes on the road or on your business. So that's one thing. That's the starting.
And we're going to do that as a topic on another day, talking about that wheel. I'd like to talk more deeply in that. I don't want to sidetrack the conversation because that's an amazing analogy, and knowing the metrics that you need in your business to do that's what I'm thinking.
Sure. And we're improving every day. So that's kind of one way to start. I mean, is that the whole business? No. But taking an action step. And that's funny that we're going to go back again. So that's what we're going to do on social media, right? But one of the things that you and I have noticed we've had is people don't know how to explain what they're doing. They're not talking to people. Right. We've noticed people are afraid. So it's this fear to jump out of the box and tell people, hey, I am going to be doing X, Y, Z now. And please, I want to let you know what I'm doing and how to have that conversation. That I've noticed that. And people say, I've asked people this question. And I said, well, I posted it on Facebook and I let everybody know. Like, no, man.
Nobody saw it.
You have to have a conversation with people. You have to go out there and you have this thing called a voice. You have a mouth. You have ears. And ask the people that are around you that are your family members or your friends. You don't have to pitch them. You have to know how to talk to them and explain and be open to criticism, because you're going to get crapped on. You're going to tell you, oh, you can't do that. Doesn't make any sense. You don't sound right. You don't sound like. You're going to get You're going to get the worst critique from the people that's supposed to be like your friends and your family.
Building you up, right?
So if you're going to go into I don't care. And I always use the mug analogy because I'm here holding the mug, and I like to just throw things at you how I do things. If you're out in the mug business and you're going to be selling mugs, you're going to have to say, hey, Maddie, I just want to let you know that I'm now in the mug business, and I'm going to be selling mugs. And why this mug is a great mug, this company, and you have to get in the practice of.
And what made you decide to do this, and why it's important to you, and blah, blah, blah.
To let you know, hey, and by the way, I have a business page I'm opening up. Do you mind giving it a like, or can I send you some more information? I'd be happy. Learn how to talk to people on the phone or have a conversation, right? Practice that. You have to take action. And there was another gentleman that you and I had our open mic live, and he explained it very, very clearly.
Oh my God, that was great. Yeah.
I was saying, he was like, wow, you can't believe you guys. I go, I'm pretty sure because now you've said it so many times. You've been asking people, talking to people about it. Now it's more clear to communicate. Our message was a little bit hard. It's like our lives, right? When we first started doing lives, I was like, hi, my name. Now we can have a conversation. We can talk. We're comfortable.
Right.
So what's one thing that I was going to ask you too? What are the things that if you started right now today, didn't have a business, and you say, okay, you already got your Facebook page, right? You've talked to a couple people. What are like 2 steps that you would take besides those 2?
Ooh,
Market your business to let people know what you're up to.
The first thing I would do is what really changed this year in what I've been doing is getting really into groups. I would find 10 groups a day for the first week. So you're going to have 70 groups that you can get. And that's a lot of groups. So you could do this in a week. You don't want to do more than 10 a day or you're going to go to jail. I've been to jail many times. It's no fun with Facebook because you get all these nice posts all written out and they give you a nice little screen that said, hey, action blocked. Anyway, so you just want to add to those groups. You don't want to enter groups that you have no interest in or can't add value. So enter those groups and get socially active in those groups. That's going to naturally get people curious about who you are. You want to drive them back to your business page or your personal page. They're going to investigate you. They're going to want to know who you are and why you have that energy. I always try and impart a little bit of energy into my conversations. I always do my whoop whoop. We always know that. But whatever I'm doing, hey folks, or what's up peeps, or because this is how I talk normally, and it's authentic to me. So whatever's authentic to you, bring that into the conversation and walk in and imagine it like a room full of people and start introducing yourself, and be active in the group. People are going to naturally gravitate towards you. That's one thing I would do. The other thing I would do is go into my sphere right away. Like you said, people post that they're in a new opportunity right on their business page, or on their business page, and they share it over. I would maybe share it a couple times, and maybe tag a few people who may be interested in that information, or maybe have an article that has to do with that opportunity. Say you're talking about mugs, and maybe there's an article talking about the new improvement of mugs that's just out for 2020. You could tag in your post, send it over to your personal page and say, hey, this is really why I decided to go into this venture. The mug industry is changing. I can give you all the information of what yesterday's mugs were, whatever it is, you know what I mean? And that way you can start getting people curious, because it's really the curiosity is what you need to get people initially into your business. The people that know and love you right away, yes, they're going to be hard on you. But if you approach it in the manner of, hey, this is why I'm doing this, I think you're going to garnish a lot more support and a lot more encouragement to say, hey, I really love it. You know what? And the third thing, you asked me for a couple. I'm going to give you one more. Don't get discouraged. Yeah. Do not let that creep into your mind when people are not responding to you, when people already have a solution for what you're trying to offer, because you're not going to walk into a business first day and take everybody's business. If you're a pool guy and you got 50 friends with pools, they've already got pool guys. You're not going to walk in there and take all that business. Just know that. But over that time, just give value and don't let that negativity get into your mind, because maybe those people didn't see the post. Maybe they're busy. Don't make assumptions for what other people are doing in relation to how you think they should react.
Yeah, awesome. One thing also I was going to add, We talked about, so we've done all that, right? These are just the simplistic, they sound so simplistic and you're like, oh, I already know that. But the thing is though, you can ask people this, and taking these action steps it's doing the work, right? You can be, and then I was going to say this, you can have a lot of self-doubt with yourself. You can be discouraged. You can look at the world negatively. You can be, but thing is that you still have to take action. People say, I'm going to wait till I'm better, to my mindset. I'm going to be
tomorrow.
That's not the case. Taking the action, doing the work. How many times have you gone to work where you're in the bad mood, or a fight? How many times I've gotten an argument with my wife right before work, or the night before, we're in this, we're in a fight, and I still have to go to work, and I have to make my brain
execute,
flip it, and get ready to work. So life, right? We all have challenges, we all have struggles, but you have to do the work. You can't. It's not easy. I think the problem what's happening right now, and we're gonna see this. Maybe we should be the Paul Revere's of this, where there's people out there going to be pitching dreams. I've gone to this before, where people are out there, the easy button,
quick overnight.
Yeah,
the scam's already out there for the stimulus checks. They're putting 500 in, get 2,000 out.
Sure. Yeah. There's no easy button. There's no overnight. Matt and I have researched it. We've all done that. We've looked for the easy button, and we've found out that doesn't work. I think I found out that
money wasted.
Yeah, you have to do the work. You have to learn along the way. You have to always be able to practice. Things I do have a follow-up email on when people go to my lead system, and I use that same email. Then I go back maybe 2 weeks later and I reread it, and I'm like, oh, this is garbage. I got to redo this again. And I'm just retyping and sitting down, and I'm like, okay, how's this going to work? And clean it up. So you're always, just like this, you always have to improve, always work.
Practicing.
You see a lot of things that I type down. I screw up a lot on spelling, on grammar, but I'm always trying to work it. I'm practicing it. So don't go out there and don't get discouraged. That's the thing. But the thing is, just because you're discouraged doesn't mean that's going to stop you from doing the work, right?
Absolutely. No, you always have to keep going. You always have to keep pushing. That was a story I told last week. Was I quit. I quit doing those websites just when I started getting just a little bit of traction instead of pushing through. So, that's really the main story. And that's what Ben was talking about right from the beginning, was keeping your head up, having that consistency, moving forward. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, man. It isn't. It really isn't. And people like, Maddie, why are you so positive? And Maddie, shut up. I don't want to hear about that. You know what? I do a lot of that for me. It's not easy for me to keep my head up. I rely on Ben sometimes. I rely on my wife. I rely on people around me to help lift me up, because we all have, this is the face that I put forward. I'm not going to put negativity out there, but do I have it in my life? Do I have things that cloud over me that, like Ben said, when he's having a rough night, you gotta leave those things behind, and you gotta move forward. You just don't quit. Don't quit. Try and if something's not working, figure it out and change it. I did that over the weekend. I did my webinar that's coming up. I was promoting it on Facebook, and Saturday night I couldn't sleep, and I thought about it. I was like, why am I going just on Facebook? I need to be on Google Ads as well, because that's going to be on my immediate people that are looking for that. So I just as Ben said, you're innovative. You may not be right from the beginning. If you see something that's not working, fix it. So. And one thing that we were doing, and I'm checking the time right now, and we've been doing great today. We're at 7:54. We've been trying to keep this right around 30 minutes. We really want to respect your time. But we also want to give you enough information on whatever day of the week of whatever topic we're doing. But yeah, Ben and I, 30 minutes, do you think that's comfortable?
30 minutes is perfect, man. I think the thing is, though, 30 minutes, we respect everyone's time. Hopefully you can get some information, and we can open your brain. You can go out there from there. You can say, okay, I'm going to search this. I'm going to research that. So we're trying to give you little nuggets here and there, little things to look at. Maybe later on, as we grow, we'll dive into certain things where we're like, okay, this is the specific. We'll be specific on this.
Mm-hmm.
We'll maybe Maybe we'll do a mastermind where we'll go over things like Facebook ads to make it the simplicity of things.
Right.
We can definitely, we'll see what the feedback is. But 30 minutes just to have that conversation in the morning and talk just to get your day started. So hopefully because you're a member in the Buy Sell Network group, hopefully this helps you out, because we do see a lot of people that do need help with their postings, their engagement, their conversations, and people are starting to join the Buy Sell Network group just to have surround himself with people, like-minded people or entrepreneurs, right? This is just the whole point of the group, is to surround yourself with like-minded people. We're not letting everyone in. I mean, we declined a lot of people in the group. So many people just want to join. And if you're in the group, the reason why you're in the group is because you were invited, because we're letting invitations come through right now, or you filled out the questionnaire and you got into the group. That's it. And maybe you're watching it outside. That's fine. But because we're letting
we invite you to come into the group.
We're inviting you to come into the group, but you do have to fill out the questionnaire unless you're invited by someone that's a member of the group, of the Buy Sell Network group.
We're also, I'm going to start doing this as a podcast. So let me know if you're watching this in the replay. Go ahead and hit #replay anyway for me. But also, I want to know if you want to listen to this as a podcast. I do have it on YouTube. bsnlive.lv, I think is what it is. I'm going to work on a link page so we can link all this to it. But I want to know if you want to listen to this in the podcast. I'm going to start putting this out on Audible only. I like to listen to things in the car on phones, so that's the way I would prefer to do it. So I'm probably going to do it anyway. Let me know if you're a podcaster, if you're a video guy, YouTube or Facebook or whatever. I really appreciate everybody for joining us. I just moved my screen here. We had 4 or 5 people joining us live at a time. People come in and out. We understand that you're doing things in the morning and your time is valuable. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is going to be Tools, Tech, and Apps. So join us at 7:30 tomorrow. All right, everybody.
Have a good day, guys. Take care.
Take care, everyone. Thanks. Bye-bye. Oh, and remember, slay the day.